Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we are going to be continuing the Age of the Primes by taking a look at our next prime being Alpha Trion, based off the younger sort of style that he had from the G1 cartoon before he actually had the beard, before he was a lot older. So without further ado, let's go and take a closer look at this guy. And so without further ado, let's go ahead and begin with the packaging. So here is the front, the side, the other side, the bottom with the barcode, the top, and finally the back of the box with the robot mode, the vehicle mode, the Covenant of Primus, and the quill. And now here we are with Alpha Trion, this sort of younger type of version of Alpha Trion that was technically seen in the G1 cartoon universe around season 3, I believe? It was season 2 or season 3, it was one of them. But he was technically seen in the show. And here we are with his detailing, and I absolutely love the color scheme they gave this guy. The purple, the dark red, the silver, the unpainted gray, it all just works so good on him. And I love all of this. Despite it looking a little messy, I still think it looks absolutely fantastic. And he is overall a solid figure. Now, surprisingly enough, his articulation is actually amazing. Like, this guy has a lot of different articulation pieces that surprised me, to be honest with you. To start off with, you have a swivel at the head. Due to this neck piece here, you can look up that far and look down that far. Shoulders are on these little hinge pieces. The arm can do a full 360. Arm moves out. You get a swivel here. Bend at the elbow. No wrist articulation, but you do actually get moving fingers. This is what surprised me the most, but you do actually get a ab crunch. And if you do untab the whole back, you do actually get a backwards crunch, which I absolutely love that. You do get a waist swivel. The leg can kick up that far. The leg can't really go that far due to all of this, but it can go really far out to the side. You get a thigh swivel. You have a bend at the knee, going a little bit past 90. Technically, you can press down on these pieces to kind of give them a different look. Then finally, you get an absolutely excellent pivot. So yeah, overall, this guy just has absolutely fantastic articulation. And honestly, I think he could be the most articulated prime we've gotten so far. Now, in terms of accessories, this guy is absolutely packed up with accessories. Now, his accessories do consist of these two little side pieces, which were on these shoulder pieces. They were the kind of little stumps that kind of stuck out. They weren't packaged off the figure, so I count them as accessories. You do get the Covenant of Primus and the quill, which you can of course plug into his hands, which I think he looks that much more complete with the accessories. And finally, you actually get a little Autobot insignia, which there is a little bit of lore from the G1 universe. I can't remember off the top of my head. Please be sure to let me know in the comment section down below. But you can either plug this into his chest, or he can hold the Autobot insignia, which I think is a really cool little addition. And now, with all of that out of the way, how does he scale? Well, here he is next to the TF1 Deluxe Class Optimus Prime and Megatron, my previous review, the Rise of the Beast Deluxe Class Bumblebee, the 109 Concept Art Megatron, and finally here is Alpha Trion compared next to the other primes in my collection. And yeah, he is definitely a standout compared to all these guys, which is another reason I love the 13 primes as a whole. Just the way that all these guys just come together in their different unique designs and coloring just makes them stand out that much more. So there you go. And so, with all of that out of the way, let's now get to his transformation. And this is a bit of an interesting transformation, to say the least, which leads to a bit of a more interesting vehicle mode. So, let's go. And here we are with Alpha Trion's little spacecraft mode. I have to admit, I'm not exactly sure what this is, and yet I really like it. It's so much more unique, and I think it really does work for the younger sort of style that Alpha Trion does use in the early times of Cybertron. Now for storage, you can technically store the book underneath him, where you can take this this tab and put it into this slot. So just line it up, and it does kind of fill in the gap on the bottom, which I do really like that. And you can take the quill and plug it into one of these very tiny little tabs here on the bottom of one of the little wings. Admittedly, it can be a little hard to align it at times, and it does allow you to have pretty much the basic storage that you need. And if you want to, you can literally just put the Autobot logo on the top and just be like, boom, he's an Autobot. I think that's kind of funny. But as an overall, I really like the look of the vehicle mode, and I think it's honestly super solid, which is another great aspect about this figure. And so, what are my overall thoughts on this guy? Pros, he is by far the most sturdy of the primes. He has the best feeling joints. They're nice and tight, they're secure, and it just holds together super well. The accessories are also really good. I love how he comes with the Covenant of Primus and a little Autobot insignia. I really do like that. I love the little bits and attention to detail that they put for this guy when it comes to the accessories. And the articulation is also fantastic. You can put him into a lot of dynamic poses. The only negative about the articulation though would be that he doesn't have any wrist articulation. If he had that, this figure would be perfect. Transformation is also really fun. It does take a little bit to get used to it in certain areas, especially with the little pieces on the knees. Those are a little tricky to figure out, but it leads to a pretty cool looking little vehicle mode, like a little hovercraft or like a spaceship or something. I'm not exactly sure what he's supposed to be, but it is a really cool alt mode nonetheless. So if I had to give this guy a ranking on a scale of 1 to 10, I would have to give him a honest 9.5 out of 10. He is a solid prime, and I honestly believe he could be one of the best primes out of all 13. But do I think they did this prime justice? Absolutely. Once again, Hasbro have killed it with this prime. They've done fantastic, and I'm really happy with the way this guy turned out. But with that, guys, that go ahead and marks the end of the video. Thank you all so much for watching. Leave a comment down below. What is your favorite prime, and what is your most anticipated prime, whether you have them or not? Me personally, I gotta go Onyx Prime, and believe me, when I get that figure, that review is coming as fast as possible. But with that, I will catch you on the next one. Have a good day. Have a good night. I'll catch you on the flip side till all are one.
Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. This is Optimus endorsing Thundermus Prime. It's prime time.